tears, and then I was just like, no, I'm not gonna let this stupid illness gonna make me cry too.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell.
It's the evening before my infusion, and I just said goodbye to the kids downstairs. I left them with my mom for a couple of days, and it made me a little bit sad. It made me a little bit sad to say goodbye to them. Last time my mom had to take the kids for me because of my MS was last summer after my spinal tap, and I had serious complications afterwards, and I ended up hospitalized for 11 days, and I didn't see my kids for 11 days, and it just brings back some not so pleasant memories, and it makes me feel very sad when I know that I have to do these kinds of things, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feel frustrated. There is no time, how do I say, like, I don't consider myself as a sick person. I hope that's not offensive, but like, I have yet to acknowledge the fact that I am a sick person. Like, I look at other people that have very different kinds of diseases, and I will look at them and I will think that they are sick. And then I will think of my own condition, and I will not think of myself as a sick person. I just have weird stuff happening to me, basically. But there is no other time than when I have to go to the hospital, see my neurologist, do tests, take vaccinations, do my MRIs, all of those things, and now starting my Ocrevus Infusion treatment. There is no time like those times where I feel more sick. Reality hits, and it just breaks my heart a little bit to think that I have to go through this, and I will have to go through this for the rest of my life. It makes me angry, it makes me sad, and it makes me feel frustration because I don't want to be angry, and I don't want to be sad, and I don't want to be in a negative headspace or mindset. I try to live my life very positively. I try to keep a positive mindset and outlook on things, and it's just hard because I'm a very sensitive person, and I get easily stressed out, and I get anxiety very easy, and those feelings comes to life a lot more the days before appointments and the day of appointments, and it's just a mind game, basically. Yeah, I can't help it. It's just my nature. That's how I am. I will, even if I don't want to, I will stress myself out. And I was starting to feel like this afternoon after work, but my fiance said, I'll take the kids if you want to go to the gym, and I went to the gym, and I did feel a lot better while doing my training and while working out, when I could focus on something else and something that makes me feel good. So a little rant here the evening before. I'm gonna now collect the last few bits, put them in my bag, prepare for tomorrow, drink a lot of water, take a shower maybe, and just try to relax. And this evening I have a little date with my dad. We're gonna be watching Downton Abbey together. We have a tradition since a few months back. So he lives in Sweden, I live in Spain, so we will watch it at the same time, and we will text each other back and forth during the program. It's like our little date, so we have that scheduled for this evening, and I think it's gonna be nice because it's gonna distract me a little bit. Caesar is off at work and the kids are with grandma, so I will be on my own. So I might do kind of like a face mask and some tea and just try to relax and prepare myself mentally and all of that. But yeah, today I bring to you my infusion vlog, like my infusion day vlog, which will start tomorrow morning. But I wanted to open the vlog here, giving you initial, like, how I'm feeling and what I'm feeling leading up to my appointment. So Thank you for being here today, friends, and subscribe if you are new. Leave me a comment down below and give the video a thumbs up if you want to show your support. Now let's jump into my infusion vlog. Good morning, friends. Happy infusion day. I think I've packed everything. I just had my breakfast and shared a few bits over on Instagram. I'm sharing my day in stories as well, saving under a highlight of what I packed and what, you know, how I'm preparing and things. But now I need to take all of my things and head to the hospital. I'm procrastinating because I don't want to go, but I will keep you guys updated what happens during my infusion. But now let's take all the things and leave because I don't want to be late. I made it here, but it's full of people outside, and I don't know if they can hear me in here. I have to go because they're gonna hook me up to the IV. But I made it here, and I will keep you guys updated.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Only time will tell. Why do you keep telling me nothing? But I know all your flaws, at least they say something. Still I try to connect with you through your eyes. Your eyes. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us. Us. Can we work it? It's gonna take a lot, cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah, only time will tell. I still want all of you and I know all your colors. And I guess cause of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you, I'm lost.
It's been an hour now, and I've been hooked up to Ocrevus for 1 hour. I'm starting to feel a little bit like my throat is closing up. I have some heart palpitations, and I feel quite dizzy. A little bit difficult swallowing, but all in all, as to be expected, I suppose. I have come to a quick toilet break. This is my second time going to the bathroom, and I'm gonna go back to my seat now. There is many people outside, so I can't. As you can see, I just finished my infusion. We had quite eventful first dose. We had to slow down in the middle of everything because I had a reaction. Basically, my throat swelled up and I couldn't breathe properly. I was experiencing hives and I was itching on my chest and in my face. But because the lighting is so bad in here, I think I will wait to give you the full update until I'm outside of the hospital. But now Caesar is waiting for me probably downstairs in about 5 minutes, and we're gonna go and have something to eat because I'm starving, and yeah, he wants to treat me to something. I'm very happy to be back home again. I'm very happy to have my camera working again. I feel like every time I vlog on my phone, the quality is just not the same. The audio is obviously not the same. It's now 10 to 7 in the evening. I have been home for a couple of hours. I have slept deeply for 1 hour. When I came out of the hospital, his Caesar picked me up and we went to McDonald's. And I know that that's really not the best for me, but honestly the only thing I wanted in the moment was a burger. So I had a burger with fries and it was glorious and I ate it all. He just watched me eat, basically. He went to the gym in the morning and then he wanted to eat his normal lunch. But he watched me eat my burger in peace and quiet. And we came home. I had a coffee because I could feel like my headache was gonna come on, and to avoid that I had a coffee. And I think it helped. And then I went to bed and I rested for a bit and then I fell asleep, and I have been sleeping deeply for an hour. And now I'm up. I am so slowly moving and trying to stay hydrated. I feel like I've been hit by a train, but I think you can see that I'm quite flushed, and this is obviously a reaction to the medication. I have it more on this side than this side. I feel it feels warm to touch. Also my nose is quite red, and I feel like my body has been through the ringer today, but I didn't know what to expect. So I mean, I imagined myself feeling something like this or even worse. I still suffer a little bit from heart palpitation. I feel like I get almost a little bit out of breath, and like if I talk too much or if I move too quickly, I feel like I have to slow down to get my breathing back to normal. But main symptoms is dizziness and just weak overall. Kind of like you feel before you start the flu. You feel a little bit body ache, you feel a little bit weak, you feel a little bit unease in your body, and that's pretty much how I feel. And then I have my my red face, obviously. Hoping that this is gonna calm down. I know that the side effects are still possible to appear within 24 hours after your infusion, and I'm how many hours post-infusion now? 3 maybe? 3 or 4, so I mean this could still develop more. Hoping that it won't, obviously. I did stay for observation a little bit longer. I requested to stay a little bit longer because I did not feel well afterwards. But as soon as they disconnected me from the Ocrevus, I started to feel a little bit better. So I'm gonna give you a quick update of what happened, and then I'm gonna film a separate video going through like all the phases, all the things that happened during the infusion, I think, because I took note of my symptoms and all of that, so like kind of like a breakdown for you guys. I don't want this vlog to get too long, but I did have a reaction about, it started I think within an hour, but after 2 hours was when I told the nurse that I wasn't feeling well because I broke out in hives and I was starting to feel itchy all over my chest, and then I could feel my throat had started to close up and I was getting difficulty breathing, talking and swallowing, and obviously that's not a great sign. That could be an indication of you being allergic to the medicine. So my neurologist came by, they evaluated me how I was, and they looked at my vitals, they stopped the medication for a bit, and then he said that we should reduce the flow of it, so how quickly it was administered. Can't find my words. So what happens is when they first connect you, it will go in quite slow, and then every half an hour the dosage will like up in speed or whatever, so the medication will go in quicker. So they slowly increase it every 30 minutes, and I think my body could tolerate up until a specific point, and then because it was so fast they had to stop and reduce, but before they continued with it, they gave me one more bag of antihistamines. So in total I've had like 6 bags of different medications. So I had my steroids, I had 1 bag of antihistamine and 1 bag of paracetamol, and then I had my Ocrevus bag, and then I had 1 more bag of antihistamine when that happened, and then I had 1 bag of like saline solution, I think it's, I don't know if it's called that, but what you get when you're dehydrated basically. So I got that in the end. And wow, I'm really out of breath. This is taking every power, like everything in me to just do this update. So that's all I had while being there. And yeah, I mean, it takes a toll on you, to be honest. It's like, it's not a small thing that we're going through. Hopefully it will be better next time. Hopefully I won't feel as like affected as I'm doing this time. But like, yeah. This is hardcore. This is really hardcore. I didn't use all the things that I brought to the hospital. I used my phone, my headphones, my charger. I had a couple of snacks. I had my water. I did not touch the coffee more than a couple of sips. I listened to music most of the time. I used my notebook and my pen to write down my symptoms. And then instead of the blanket, I wasn't that cold, but I wanted something. I used my scarf, and then I ended up using my scarf as a pillow. And then I'm very grateful that I had very comfortable clothes. So that's basically what I used from my bag that I packed. But if nothing more happens now, if no more symptoms appear, I'm gonna leave the vlog here. But if I feel like I have more things to update, if I get other reactions, if I start to feel bad, if I have to go back to the hospital or whatever happens, I will record it. But if not, I want to say thank you so much for watching today, friends. Thank you for your support over on Instagram. I've been sharing all my day. And if you want to see some of the footage that I haven't been filming on here, then you can go to my Instagram story highlights MS treatment. I saved all of the day there, if you want to have a look. Everything from what I had for breakfast to what I packed to how my experience went. So you can go there and have a look as well. And if you know anybody that's about to have their first treatment, share this video with them. Maybe they find it comforting. Yeah, I mean, I was very anxious beforehand. I feel better now. Now I'm just like going through the motions and dealing with the physical symptoms of the whole thing. I did cry. I did cry 2 times. I feel like I was going through the 5 stages of grief at one point, and at one point I cried a couple of tears, and then I was just like, no, I'm not gonna let this stupid illness gonna make me cry too. So I wiped my tears, and then I put on, instead of listening to calm music, I changed for my like playlist that I have at the gym to get like pumped up and ready to fight. So that's how I changed my mindset in that moment, and it was good, it worked, but I was tired, so that's why that wasn't maybe my first choice of music in the beginning. But anyway, thank you for listening, and thank you for stopping by, and please subscribe for more videos. My journey is just getting started, and then in 2 weeks more I will have my next infusion, the second part of the first infusion, so to speak. So I'm gonna have to repeat all of this in 2 weeks more. So stay tuned.
I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out?